Hello? Okay, good. A great man of God said this: if there's no dancing in heaven, I'm not coming to heaven. And I think that's very important, okay? Because if we are not able to laugh, there's a church that actually called me to preach in a church. And I went to that church and I preached. I said some of my humorous jokes, and they did not laugh. And I went again and told them, they did not laugh. Then again the pastor, will you please come again? I said, Alo udupana. Because a church that does not laugh has a serious problem. Because if you don't laugh, you have something else. Okay, is this okay now? See that? Is the mic okay? It's not clear? I'm clear, don't worry. There was this Anglican pastor who was having difficulty in the mic, and he said, he was having some mic difficulty like this. He said in the Anglican church, there's something wrong with the mic. And the congregation said, with you too. Let my people laugh. And I believe that's very important because Jesus Christ, I got this idea from a book. And the title of the book is very beautifully put. He put this. He put two contradictory words we usually don't put together. He said, Jesus laughed. And if Jesus laughed, I believe, he was a very humorous person. I believe that Jesus came to give us life and give it abundantly. And if that abundant life does not mean, if that abundant life cannot make us laugh, then we have a problem. 1 Peter 1:8. Go back home and check this. Though you have not seen him, you love him. Though you have not seen him, yet you believe in him with unexpressible, glorious joy. In the Message Bible, it says this: though you have not seen him, yet you love him. Though you have not seen him, yet you believe in him. It says this: with laughter and singing. In Psalm 126, when the people of Israel were still in exile, when they were coming out, it says, we came out of Egypt, in exile in Babylon, it was like a dream. And in verse 2 it says this: he has filled my mouth with laughter. Now, I've seen this. You tell some guy some big joke, okay? You say one of the big funniest joke, and all that he can do is, and you laugh. I'll tell you one thing. If somebody laughs a little louder than me, I get a little sad. And if he's an unbeliever and if he laughs louder than me, I start crying. A.W. Tozer, great writer, he said this. He said, the Christian has every reason to be the happiest person in the whole world. And if you are not, then there's something wrong. If people of Israel coming from exile could be filled with laughter so that they could laugh, and it says loudly, you and I, who have been redeemed of the Lord, who has been saved from hell, brought to the glorious light, and at the eternal hope of heaven, if you can't laugh loudly, I'll be praying for you, dear brother. I'll be praying for you, dear sister. And I believe this very strongly. One day my son came back from school, and he said, Mommy, I have a new teacher. Okay. And Mommy, he teaches mathematics. Okay. That is okay. But Mommy, she's a boring teacher. Oh, that's sad, I said. Then he said, Mommy, she's a Christian. And I said, son, that's a contradiction. You cannot be boring and a Christian at the same time. You cannot be. Tell me something. A guy who has abundant life being dull and boring. Hello, brother. How are you, brother? Yes, brother. I'm all right, brother. I'm praying for you, okay? Forget it. This is the best part, And I said, son, that's a contradiction. And he goes, Daddy, but Grandpa is like that. my wife's side. Bless his soul, you know. He was born a Baptist, died as a Methodist. So you could be any one of that. But if you don't laugh, I'll be praying for you. Thank you.